What is going on, everybody? We're here. We're live on a Monday. It feels like a Monday, Jay. I'm not going to lie. It definitely feels like a Monday. How was your weekend?
That's true. I built Legos all weekend.
You finish them?
Still not done.
You stick any up your nose or choke on any, or are you good?
I lost a few pieces.
There you go.
So when I get done with that ship that's sitting way over there, it's like there'll be a couple, spaces that are kind of missing. I don't know what happened. I think the packaging was bad. Either that
I hate when there's they put some extra pieces in there sometimes.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Screws with your head.
It doesn't screw with my head. I was like, what do I do with this? I just throw them away. Do I shove them in a little box that I'm never ever going to look at again? What's the point? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What's the point?
Well, I got something over at Disney Hollywood Studios, another end of an era. And no, I didn't go.
Aerosmith or whatever.
Aerosmith rock and roll roller coaster says goodbye. It is now going to be changed to a Muppets. All right, basically it's going to be the same ride, just Muppet themed, not Aerosmith themed, right? Excuse me. But it was the last day, and this is insanity right here. People were on record waiting. I don't know why this girl's up on her calves, but people were on record waiting 6-7 hours just to ride this ride one more time. And just to if you've never been to this park, there's the Tower of Terror. The rock and roller coaster is hard left once you get to that Tower of Terror, and there's still a massive line.
Bro, that's a big pair of jeans on that guy there. Holy fuck.
Yeah, that was rough. All right.
I mean, I imagine that girl, I don't think that girl was just standing. I think you spotted on a freeze frame. I think she went here, hit play. I think she went up and down.
Oh, she was just rocking.
Yeah, exactly. Which honestly, look, if I'm sitting in line, I'm doing that shit too. You know what I mean? You got to stretch. Yeah. You got to do
a little calf workout while you're waiting. Now, this is all the way at I can't believe people were waiting that long. That's the entrance of the park, which was right there, and this thing wrapped all the way around the entire park. Listen, I thought the ride is great. I've been on it 100 times. I don't know what the appeal is. I guess people enjoy it.
It's your last chance.
Yeah, for whatever reason. The only ride that I've done that was it's basically they brought another group of people. This is the front of the attraction right here to wait in this long ride line. And then you've got to go inside for another part of the line. So you can't even see what the wait time is. That says 120. That might be as high as that number goes. But they were reporting that people were waiting 6 hours, and then there was a lot of people waiting around trying to be the very last person to ride. I guess they wanted whatever street cred for their life to like tell the tale to whoever's around them that I was the last person to ride a ride that's going to reopen in about 6 months as the exact same ride, but instead of Aerosmith, it's going to have the Muppets. So, end of an era. There it is.
I've never been on it, so don't know what I'm missing. Don't know anything.
I won't take up a lot of time on this. This was probably one of the better rides that Disney has. As an adult ride, you get into a giant stretch limousine. It's an indoor roller coaster. It takes off from like 0 to 55, like in it's one of those roller coasters, like the Hulk just launches, goes right into a bunch of loop-de-loops, and then spits you out at the end. So that's one of the few better roller coasters that Disney has on property. So, and they're gonna change it to Muppets. No more Aerosmith. Probably the young kids don't even know who Aerosmith is.
Yeah, as opposed to the young kids who are super into the Muppets. What are we talking about?
That's true. This was like one of the final pictures as people waited till after the park closed. They waited an extra 2 to 3 hours after the park closed. Disney allowed them to get into a certain area where they roped them off, and they were able to ride the ride after a few hours after the park closes. I'm sure it was great for the staff and cast members knowing that they had to work longer because people wanted to get one last ride in. That's it. End of an era.
Goodbye forever, Aerosmith, rock and roller coaster, whatever. I barely knew ye. I will probably not know the next one either. So.
Is there a particular attraction that you would do on the last day if you knew it was going to be closed? Probably not, though, right? You probably don't have that one. I did Splash Mountain on the last day. That was interesting, but
I'm gonna be honest. I would probably not wait, and I don't like lines like that.
Yeah,
you've been to the park with me. You know that I don't like waiting in lines at all. Period for anything. But say Universal was closing Hagrid's, I would probably try to go that week or something.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But there ain't no way. I'm not standing in an 8-hour fucking line. Are you kidding me? Like,
yeah, that's a long day.
There are very few things that I would stand in line for 8 hours for, and none of them involve theme parks.
Yeah,
right? Like, what are we talking about? Like,
I'm actually with you on that. I'm like, done it. If they had like a big thing at the end where they were giving out like butterbeer and like people were going to be dressed up and everything.
Are you standing at 8 hours? Is that what it was? 8 hours for that thing?
According to some reports, some people were saying that they were in line for close to 8 hours.
If you're there by yourself, how do you piss and shit? You know what I mean? Like, how do you stand in a line for 8 hours? Like, how do you get if you're there by yourself?
So you go to a cast member and let them know you have to use the restroom, and they stand in your line, and they'll let you get back in.
Bro.
So they had those things set up for people.
Like slaves, basically.
Yeah, but what if you like are constipated, man, and it's like you tell the cast member, I really got to go. I'll be back. But then you play the okey doke. You just walk around for an hour and then come back.
I think they would have
whoever is saving your space, whether it's a cast member or they put someone there like, hey, Billy's coming back to stand here. Yeah, no problem. He's going to the bathroom. It's like, what if you just like mosey around, and then come back and like, yeah, I really had to. You just lied. So you didn't have to wait in line.
I would have bounced if I was one of those cast members. Fuck that. Fuck that.
So you have a 15-minute span. Hurry and come back.
Alex Arrow came for 2. Munjay Tax, Meta PC, RK Outpost, Trunk 3PO. Thank you, Alex. Is a good reminder. Go check out Meta PCs. Appreciate it. Dan Evil Robot became a member. Thanks, Dan. Thomas the Terrible for $5. Jay, Lego will send you missing pieces. You will have to identify the ones you need. I think Jay was lying to everybody about missing pieces. And now he's getting people giving him advice on how to replace those missing pieces.
No, I either I lost them or they're just missing. Could be anybody's fault. That ship has like pieces, like there's like thousands of them little dot pieces. Like, I don't know. They put that in my hand and they just slip through.
I get it. Snacks for two. Disney could have made it Powerline themed.
Oh, the Rock and Roller Coaster. You know why they're making it Muppets? Because they closed down the Muppet Vision 3D, and that was the last thing Jim Henson ever worked on before he died. And
everyone got really upset, even though no one probably ever goes to that.
Think about that, man. They made like a massive, like, Jim Henson's family coming out and everything. Like they made a big, and then Disney's like, well, we're moving the Muppets over there. Like, what? That wasn't on the bingo card, but here you
It's such a tough balance when it comes to that, because you have these things. I mean, how many people did actually draw in? How many people were actually going to that thing? So, hey, when you're looking for, hey, let's get a new ride, some new excitement, something like that. Let's take out this thing that nobody really goes to, but a lot of people are attached to and might have nostalgia for, even if they're not going to it now.
Yeah.
That's a tough thing to balance.
The thing is,
like, people are going to be upset when Simpsons Land goes away from Universal, but everybody just walks through there and breezes through there.
Yeah.
You know? So,
I don't mind. What is that? String? I don't mind them closing rides, even rides that I love. It's like when it came to Splash Mountain, it was the way they closed it by saying it was racist.
Yeah, 100%.
Like
that's a different story.
Like, that's the stupidest thing ever. Then you're gonna put a bayou right in the mountains. So they're like, it's a racist ride, so we'll replace it with a black princess to make it not like that was dumb. They should, anyway.
Yeah.
Good old Chapek.
That's true. SBZ. Ryan, Halloween costume suggestion. Captain Durag or Property of Aura, a real American hero. I think it's a little early to start thinking about Halloween. Isn't it?
Yeah. Halloween starts here like August, so
yeah, just at least let me wait till September, man.
Yeah.
Before I start thinking about what racist costume I'm supposed to wear for FNT or some shit, you know. Lawrence Aguillard, Lawrence A. Gillard. For $5, what's up, fellas? Yo, Jay, have you seen the movies The Bluff? It's like John Wick with pirates. Carl Urban is in it.
So I have heard from numerous people that it was a terrible girl boss film. I don't know. I haven't seen it, but I did hear, like, when I was live the other day, people were like, "Don't waste your time on that pirate movie. It's terrible." So if you liked it, like, let me know if it was good. I don't know. Like, that's just what I heard. So maybe other people in the chat, if they saw it, but I don't know.
There you go. Thanks, Lawrence. Cole Hauser, Hasbro suing Trump administration over tariffs. Clowns.
Are they really?
I don't know anything about that. Cosmic Thunder for $5. One more day of slaving away before I fly down from Michigan to Orlando for the week tomorrow. Wait, so you're coming
early?
Now, you're not going to be here for MegaCon. You're coming now, Cosmic Thunder? It's probably a decent time to come, honestly, before spring break and everything.
Yes.
Parks probably are not going to be very crowded at all if you're doing parks.
Gary has a message for you.
What do you say?
Just remember, Ryan, your racist costume is just a joke. No one should get mad about it. Is that a knock on the Tourette's, man?
Yeah, it's a knock on all the stuff that's going on now. Look, I mean, I found it funny. I found it interesting because I saw, like, look, SNL did a skit about, like, hey, a bunch of celebrities who have gotten in trouble for, like, saying things. They were like, hey, I didn't realize till now I had Tourette's. They did a skit like that. Quite frankly, on Saturday Night Live, I don't really care about that too much.
Yeah.
But I did think it was funny. People like, you know, can't make fun of that. Where we just had a fake Grace Randolph making fun of Tourette's for like fucking 20 minutes on FNT. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yes, I What was I? I've been Alec Baldwin right after he murdered a woman. Sorry, killed a woman, not murdered. We've had, let's see. I was Black Panther. I actually am proud of that one. What was I? I've been a Netflix ghost when we were in San Antonio and I didn't know we were supposed to do fucking Halloween costumes. So I just went out to Walmart and got a black sheet and put some holes in it. I looked more like I was from the Middle East. I looked like an Arab woman more than I looked like a black ghost, but it worked either way. What was I? Oh, I was Ash Ketchum. Or no, Ice Ketchum. I was Ice Ketchum this year. So I don't know. I have to figure out something for next year, but I have some time. Okay. Don't give me Halloween suggestions in fucking March. I'll figure it out. But speaking of Tourette's, still is not over, Jay. The backlash is still not over. We talked all last week about the BAFTA N-word controversy when a man, John Davidson, who suffers from Tourette's and has suffered from it basically his entire life. It's made his life miserable. It's made his life incredibly difficult to the point where they made a movie about his life and honored it at the BAFTAs. They told everybody that we're honoring a man with Tourette's tonight, just so everybody knows he has Tourette's and what to expect. And he shouted a lot of taboo things throughout the entire show, but the only one that made headlines was when he said the N-word when Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo were on stage at the BAFTAs. And of course, this dude was ridiculed. They tried to cancel this guy. They called him racist. They said he needs to be segregated from society. Mostly black people and woke white women like Grace Randolph who were calling for the people who are disabled, truly a marginalized community, to be segregated from the rest of the population. It was very strange, Jay. And then you even had a lot of black people calling for some type of segregation and maybe for more black-only spaces so that we feel safe. Why black award shows matter amid BAFTA's N-word controversy. Safe spaces are not about retreat. They're about dignity. And yes, this was basically saying black people need their own safe spaces. We need segregation, effectively, which is interesting. But then, over the weekend, we had a black award show. We had the NAACP Image Awards. Jay, Deon Cole was the MC for the night. And he used a mocking prayer. And I saw Gary retweeted this. Hollywood will never leer right here. He used a mocking prayer to take a shot at John Davidson. And I think, look, jokes are jokes, and it is what it is. However, the attitude behind it and the message behind it, I find incredibly interesting. Let's listen to this, Jay. I might pause it a couple times in between because I don't want to get copyright blocked, but here it is.
Before we go, Lord, if there are any white men out here in the audience, Lord, with Tourette's.
Look at this fuck. Look.
Don Lemon.
Look at this fuck. He got out of jail just for this.
Is that his husband?
I don't know. Some gay dude he's fucking sucking off, probably.
I advise you to tell them they better read the room tonight, Lord.
If you have a disability, leave the room.
No, that's not what he said. He said, read the room.
Oh, read the room. Sorry.
If there's any white man with Tourette's out there, I advise you to read the room.
Oh, he said leave the room.
As if we still don't understand, and all the black people and white people in this room who are fucking clapping and laughing along with him, as if we somehow still don't understand how Tourette's works. People with Tourette's cannot read the room. People with Tourette's have no control over what they're saying. There is no intent behind what they're saying. They have no ability to read a room and prevent themselves from saying something. It's almost like that's entirely what this condition is all about.
Shocking.
More class, more laughs. So this is great. Thank you. Black people, we've been the real victims this week, not the disabled who were bullied. Black people been the real victims.
It might not go the way they think of it. Whatever medicine they on, they better double up on it, Lord. All these things.
It might not go the way they thinketh. Now, if there's any white man with Tourette's in the crowd, you might want to read the room because it might not go the way you think.
I mean,
go ahead.
When you have Tourette's, you don't have any control of like your actions and sometimes the words that you shout out. So it's like, how do you go somewhere and read the room and be like, I guess I won't say any bad words today. I'm reading the room.
Yeah, and what's the implication? You know, to me, the implication is that Deon Cole, a black man, is telling a white man with Tourette's to read the room because it might not go the way you think, which means you'll get the shit kicked out of you by black people. Black people will react violently to a mentally disabled person saying something that might make them uncomfortable because they still don't apparently understand this disease. It's weird, isn't it? How this is what it all comes back to. Hey, we're going to beat the shit out of you if you say this word. We're going to react violently. And by the way, we should also segregate these people.
I mean, it's just anybody in this entertainment field, I feel they're all like the same. They're all cut from the same cloth, no matter what. I mean, we had like Ice Out at, what was it? I don't even know which one. The Grammys, the Oscars, whatever. It's like they just they live in such a weird, unique bubble. I can't imagine waking up every day, living their life, being offended as they are, not understanding, not educating yourselves on what's actually happening in the real world, but just saying stuff, you know, to get applause because that's just what they do. It's very odd.
Well, then Ryan Coogler and Delroy Lindo were up there, and throughout the night, they were calling Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo kings and just incredible because of their reaction, I guess, to it. Here's Delroy Lindo. I want to let him speak a little bit.
Thank you. Before we start, I'd just like to officially say that we appreciate all the support and the love that we have been shown.
So, again, Delroy Lindo was up there with Michael B. Jordan at the BAFTAs. He was on stage when the N-word got yelled. And as I've said multiple times when we've been talking about this, for those guys up there, that's a very tough spot. You know what I mean? Like, to be up there and somebody screams a racial slur at you, yeah, that's a tough moment to be in, to keep going, to stay professional. Not going to dispute that at all. However, the idea that Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo and every black person, I guess, are like the biggest victims in all this, when the person who has been maligned, when the person who has been attacked, when the person who has been trying to shamed into segregation has been John Davidson, and as a result, pretty much anybody else with Tourette's as well, it's like stunning for this to be the response. And I'm going to pause one more time before I let him finish.
In the aftermath of what happened last weekend, it means a lot to us. It is a honor to be here amongst our people this evening, amongst so many people who've shown us.
Amongst our people this evening. It's an honor to be here.
Such incredible support, and it's a classic case of something that could have been very negative becoming very positive. Thank you so much for the support.
Yeah, you're right. It could have been something very positive, but you turned it into a victim stance.
Well, and I saw this going around, and I thought this is an interesting post. This is somebody with barely any followers or whatever, right? Alan M., who has a child that has Tourette's. And he responded specifically to what Delroy Lindo put out there. Delroy Lindo called it a classic case of something that could be very negative becoming very positive. For families living with Tourette's, this past week has not felt positive. Since the BAFTAs and what happened with John Davidson, I had been arguing that my son deserves to leave his home and be included in society like everyone else. I've had to explain again and again that Tourette's is neurological. Tics are involuntary. Coprolalia is not belief, not intent, not character. Yet the conversation keeps circling back to whether people like John and my son should simply stay at home to avoid offending anyone. Stay home, remove yourself, do not attend public events, don't exist publicly in case your disability makes someone uncomfortable. That's the reality this week. This is not abstract. My son navigates anxiety, the constant fear of being misunderstood. Inclusion cannot mean only if your disability is convenient. It cannot mean you are welcome as long as you don't embarrass us. My son deserves to leave the house. He deserves to attend events. He deserves to exist in public. And I'm exhausted from having to argue that basic truth. And all these fucking Hollywood people and all this push from these different sides for diversity, equity, inclusion, it's only to a certain point, apparently. We know for a long time that diversity only means one thing, right? It means less white people. Diversity only means that. And I think that the idea that these people who are privileged and multimillionaires, who are getting honored with awards, who are getting celebrated and all this stuff, that they're pretending to be the victims in all this. When John Davidson is just a normal dude in terms of, not in terms of the Tourette's and his condition and everything, but in terms of he's a fucking janitor. He works as a janitor at a community center. He's not a rich Hollywood elite. He's not some fucking hoity-toity snob. He's not some rich black fucking entertainer. He's a janitor. And he has been subjected to some of the worst and most vile shit this entire fucking week. Yet somehow we're pretending like he is more privileged than these guys, which I think is a fucking joke.
Yeah, it's a shame, that they could have taken something and brought awareness to a sickness or a disease that could be extremely positive. And we have a special guest in the back.
Oh, there you go. I didn't even know. Gary has the link. We needed our black expert, Gary, here. Gary from Nerdrotic.
Africa expert here. Sorry, I wanted to chime in on one thing and I'll go because I know you guys are on a tight schedule, but I've got a burning desire, as we say in AA. I see people on Twitter rightly saying that this is a joke. Nobody should get upset over it. It's just a joke, Ryan. It's just a joke, Jay. I totally agree. If all things are applied equally, nobody should get upset over jokes, right, guys? Nobody should be clutching their pearls over jokes, guys. So again, if we're applying all things equally, it's just Tourette syndrome. What's everybody getting all upset about? It's just Tourette syndrome. I mean, there's a intent behind a joke. There's no meaning behind
joke, so there's no intention of malice behind it. So with Tourette's, there's no intention of malice behind it. So what's the big deal, right?
Good. What's the big deal, guys? It's just Tourette's. It's just a joke. I think a lot of people are missing that right now. The reason people are criticizing this joke, which this guy can absolutely say, nobody's asking for him to be canceled. I wouldn't want him to be canceled, and he has every right to say it. It's in response to a bunch of people clutching their pearls over a word that has no meaning behind it. None whatsoever. And they're steamrolling over this guy. So I hope you feel great about yourselves. Awesome. It's just a joke, though. And again, nobody should be canceled for it. Everybody should be able to say whatever they want. But if all things are applied equally, Ryan, which they're not, this shouldn't be a problem. We shouldn't even be discussing it at all.
Well, and part of the thing is, look, there are a million ways to do a joke about that.
Sure.
There are a million ways to do a joke about that. But the spirit of that joke from Deon Cole was, hey, there are any white men with Tourette's out there. You better read the room or it might not go the way you think. It's not funny. And it doesn't even make sense. And truly what this is about celebrating these dudes. This entire night was about celebrating these guys because they're supposedly the victims and taking the moment to pile on a dude who's had the shit bullied out of him.
Right.
That's what it was about. That was the spirit of what this was. Hey, you better hold your tongue or we're going to beat the shit out of you. That was the joke.
He's an easy target.
Yeah.
Yep.
And ironically enough, Gary, you're someone that's watched I Swear.
Mm-hmm.
This is a dude who has had the shit kicked out of him and hospitalized because of his disability in the past.
Yes.
That's the joke.
And let's take it one step further. When he got the crap beat out of him, he had his neck was severely injured. It was in a brace. And you know what happens when he's laying in a bed? He has tics. He has tics that twist his neck, and he's in severe, horrible, torturous pain. But hey, you know what? Congratulations, Black Hollywood. I congratulate you. You are now as insufferable as woke Hollywood. You are now as privileged and rich and detached as woke Hollywood. So well done. You've achieved equality. You've done it. And they're just jokes, guys. So if somebody else makes a joke later on down the road that you might kind of might find a little offensive, just remember, they're just jokes. They're just jokes. Guys,
I'm sure it'll be applied equally.
Rules for thee.
Absolutely.
I'm sure that there's going to be no Nerdrotic daily thumbnails in the future that get any backlash.
Yeah, let's talk about
or anything.
It's just a joke. It's just a joke.
Just a joke.
Lighten up, Francis. Okay. All right. I don't want to derail your show. Sorry. Thank you for giving me my time. Thank you, chat. Hail the 199. Go to MegaCon. I'll see you there.
Yeah, we needed the backup, Gary. We needed extra ammo on this stream because, you know, the person who owns this fucking channel decided to stream over us today. Like, so we can hear somebody talk about, you know, we're never starting any wars as we dump fucking missiles all over.
I know.
Thank God. Thank God.
Yep. Guys, thank you very much. Have a great show. I'll be watching. Take care.
Shout out.
Gary.
It was always my dream to stream with Nerdrotics. Thank you, Ryan, for making that a possibility.
You're welcome. Did you send him the link while I was just ranting?
Yeah, he texted me. He's like, send me the link, Jay. I have something to say. So I'm like, okay. Let me get that out right away. That out right away.
All right. Where were we? MegaCon is right around the corner, Jay.
I know. It'll be here in about 2 weeks. You know, so it's going to be crazy busy. I'm looking forward to it, though. I'm looking forward to this year. I think I got my schedule perfectly down to a T. I know exactly where I'm going to be at every hour. I'm sure it'll get all screwed up.
I have no idea. I don't think I have any responsibilities.
There's a lot of people I don't know if this is the first time, but there are several people in the fellowship that are coming very early. Like they're spending a week, 1 week early, and then a week at MegaCon, and they're all like, you know, they all want to like go hang out at Universal and all that stuff. So if you're out and about, Ryan, you never know. You might hear someone scream.
Look, if you're going to do it, right, if you're going to make a trip to, whether you're from fucking Tennessee or New York or California, or whether you're coming from around the world, like if you're going to come to Orlando, you might as well hang out for a while. You know what I mean? You're going to make the trip.
Yeah.
Might as well hang out. RyanCon 2026 is Hamdinger. I don't think too many people would go to that. I don't think too many people would go to
surprised.
that.
There'd be maybe a lot of people in hoodies.
Maybe.
It's a terrible joke.
Jeremy's Mossad handler 199 says, Jay, I'd like to discuss a business opportunity.
If it just involves me tweeting, I'm all in because I could care less about my Twitter.
U-boat is mine boat. I didn't hear what Lego set. I didn't hear what Lego set you're building, Jay, but I can agree with small pieces. I bought a used UCS Star Destroyer, so that's a hassle already. Look at
that. I'm already like 7 hours in, and I'm like not even close.
Yeah.
Here's what I put together in 7 hours. Look at that thing, man.
Wait, stop.
Beautiful.
Stop. I thought you were going to be serious.
I'm afraid if I bring it over, I'll drop it.
Well, you just rebuild it bigger and better. Maybe find those missing pieces.
There we go. It's huge.
That's seriously all you've done in 7 hours?
Yeah.
Was it 7 hours of actually attentive? This was your goal, or were you just kind of casually doing it, watching a show?
It was pretty casual.
Okay, good.
But like,
I'm trying to save your reputation.
I was like live streaming, so I talked to the chat, you know.
Oh, okay.
But like
That's
the
fair.
cannons like come out of the look at that. That's kind of cool. So it's like, yeah. We'll
That's
see.
pretty
I don't want
cool.
to freaking drop it or step. Let me set it on the floor so I don't break it.
That's pretty cool. Timmy DeGoat says, "Why do y'all constantly lie about what, Timmy?
Lie?
What am I lying about? What am I lying about, Timmy? Give me a fucking reason this morning.
Why do y'all? I'm lumped up in that.
Give me a fucking reason this morning. I'm begging you. Bungle Swanger, Flight of the Avatar is 3 hours, even on a good day. Is that true?
Flight of
the Avatar good?
Flight of the Avatar? What are you talking about? You talking about like the Avatar ride at
Probably.
No,
Animal Planet?
No. You can get on that thing in like 40 minutes.
Animal Kingdom.
Yeah. And Animal Kingdom's a joke. People shouldn't go there simply because 50% of the park right now is under construction. So you get no bang for your buck. You get the little ride that you could hopefully maybe see a hippo, you know, or a Ryan. That's about it. A Ryan, listen to me. A lion, excuse me.
I get it. I give off lion energy.
Yeah, and then you know, that's literally a flight of passage. That's all. And then Pandora. So a lot of people are choosing not to go to Animal Kingdom. So it's been pretty light as far as like lines go. So if you're talking about the flight of passage on a busy day, that could be a 3-hour wait. But I haven't seen it that high in a long time since all the construction. Nah, everyone's saying Orion in natural habitat.
Timmy says, so it's okay when you people say the word, y'all are weirdos. So you must be black, first of all, Timmy. Can you?
So it's okay when you people?
Can you please tell me anywhere where I said that it would be completely, totally cool if Michael B. Jordan and Delroy Lindo are up there and I stood up and I screamed the N-word at them? Can you tell me anywhere where I said that would be something that'd be totally chill and cool? Or are we specifically talking about an instance where a man with Tourette's, whose condition causes him, like, not of his own volition, to say the most taboo things in every situation, whether that's calling a woman a slut, whether that's calling a gay person a gay slur, whether that's saying the N-word about black people, whatever it may be? Can you tell me, Timmy, why some black people are so fucking sensitive to somebody who is mentally disabled doing something that their condition causes, to the point where they're calling for segregation of people, to the point where they're threatening to beat the shit out of somebody? Can you please tell me that? Why are y'all so fucking sensitive? You like to talk about white fragility, don't you? Yet somehow you're trying to make multi-millionaires, massive entertainers, people who are privileged beyond our wildest dreams, the victims when you actually have someone as marginalized, not this fucking black community marginalized bullshit. You're still fucking bitching about shit that happened 400 years ago, right? I'm talking about somebody who actually needs to be uplifted. It needs to be accepted. It needs to be included in things. I'm talking about that. Can you please tell me why you have decided to bully the fuck out of this person and label him a racist and try to destroy his entire life because of his mental condition? I don't think you're actually capable of giving me a response to that. I would say read the room, Timmy, but I'm pretty sure you can't even fucking read, period, let alone the room.
But he is Timmy the Goat. You're the Goat.
The Goat.
Can you baa like a goat?
The gayest of all time. Cole Hauser for two. As a black man, I have a poster of Ryan on my wall. You do. Tobias, funny how apparently so many of the people equality means they can do whatever and try to exclude or segregate others who are different. If they truly love being victim, or they truly love being victims because it's powerful, it upsets the status quo, you know? Alucard sounds like retreat to me, but who's really asking for it? The normal people are ignorant Holly weirdos. Callies in general. Demogeny, who's black, by the way, with a great point. I've said it before. I can't take people seriously if they get upset about a word that they call each other all the time. Don't want it said. Lead. Yeah, and my perception of a black person saying that is different than a white person saying that, depending on the circumstance, right? Depending on the intention behind the word, depending on all this. For instance, there's a big difference, Jay. If I call you gay or use, not online, I would use the F slur to refer to you when I think you did something stupid or lame.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't direct that at a person who's actually fucking gay as an insult towards them, specifically because they're gay. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like I call you retarded, but you don't call retards retarded. You only call your friends retarded for doing retarded things.
Would there be a difference if I said the N-word when I was singing along to one of my favorite rap songs versus if I fucking screamed it at some dude because I fucking hated him or something? I think it would be a little different. I think it would be. But yeah, if the word is going to be that big of a fucking deal, then maybe, like Demogeny says, lead from example and stop saying it.
Wait, you call your friends retarded? Did I say that right?
What?
You call your friends retarded, but not actually retards.
Yeah, so that is a line from The Office.
That's right.
When Michael uses a homophobic slur to refer to Oscar without the realization that he was actually gay. And he's like,
got it.
If I knew he was gay, I never would have done that. You don't call retarded people retards.
Yeah, that's right.
You call your friends retards when they're acting retarded.
Exactly.
Give Gary the link tax. Jay did it. So
I was ahead.
Crispy Noken, wake up. It's the first G&G Daily of the month. I'm currently enjoying Resident Evil Requiem and taking my time playing it. Hail all.
Another amazing black guy that hangs out with us, Crispy Noken. Guy's like 6'11".
That's as tall as Sir Duncan the Tall. KKK took my baby away from 2. The South was ahead of its time with safe spaces. Everything comes full circle. Spikefish Network. My cousin has Tourette's. Fortunately, that kind, but has issues with tics. Or fortunately, not that kind, but has issues with tics and sleeping. I pray for these guys to stop being assholes. Otherwise, eat shit. Yeah. Alucard. I got white, brown, and yellow friends who call me that, and I hang out with them through Xbox. Do I get offended?
Yellow?
No, I laugh at it. We occasionally say racist slurs to each other all the time.
You have a yellow friend? Oh, Asian. Sorry.
What do you think he meant?
It took a little. I haven't heard that term in a minute. It took me a little second to catch up.
What the fuck?
I'll just be quiet.
Spikefish Network, not that kind is what I meant to say. I think I figured it out from the context, but thank you, Spikefish Network. Cole Hauser, Ryan is a rigga out of friendship. Thank you. Tobias, I'd recommend a lobotomy for most of Hollywood, but at this point, I think not having a brain is a prerequisite for their bubble. PD the Greek for 5. Michael B. Jordan and Lindo playing the victims for that instance, a bitch move for me, and they lost my respect. I'm going to be honest, I haven't heard anything from Michael B. Jordan specifically. There were reports that came out from like celebrity gossip tabloids and everything that's like his family was in tears and they're so upset. I don't know if any of that's true. I haven't heard anything from Michael B. Jordan. I would have loved
that would have been all over if he said something.
Yeah, now I would have loved. I don't think he's required to do anything. But I would have loved if he were like, look, guys, was it a weird moment? Was it weird in the moment? Absolutely. But obviously, like this is Tourette's. This is what happens. I know he didn't mean anything by it. It's not that big of a deal. And I really don't think he should be attacked for it. That would be awesome if Michael B. Jordan came out and said something like that. And I think it'd be very powerful. I don't think he should be required to, or like, I don't think people should be made to say certain things, right? But that would go a long way. Star Killer Rob for 199. You're only offended if it's true. Thanks, Star Killer Rob. Snacks. Is it still called a lynching when they do it? I don't know. Public lynching of John Davidson. Pee Pee Poo Poo Man for $1. Seirei Joku for $5. As a black person myself, please forgive those of my skin tone who act like whiny idiots. We aren't all this dumb. Well, I mean, look, by the same token, all white people aren't fucking like Grace Randolph. It is what it is. Thank you, Seirei. Harry Brownhole for $2. Timmy Leering tax and segregation awards tax. Oh, yeah, Timmy. Pellinator. Timmy deserves to be bullied after saying something dumb.
Freaking Timmy.
Dan Evil Robot for 20. I don't know the person who has Tourette syndrome. I want to give him benefit of the doubt because not many people know about Tourette's in general. I never met a person who has it except playing for laughs.
That's what I was saying. Like this was an amazing opportunity to bring like awareness, you know, something like that. That's why that person was invited originally. Correct. Like, because of his story. So it was a perfect opportunity to bring awareness. But
he was invited because the movie they made about his life called I Swear was nominated for several things, including Best Actor for Robert Armai, who portrayed him. Like, that's why he was there. It's not just like a person with Tourette's randomly wandered into the awards ceremony or something. And everyone, and they made announcements. People were made aware that there's someone with Tourette's in the audience. So, Mr. Wendell, Delroy Lindo, called me the N-word and stole my bike.
You know what would be really funny? They need to invite everyone with that type of Tourette's. Listen to me, Tourette's, and put them in a room together, and like do some kind of like show for them. Just have some cool speakers and stuff like that. Like just put them all together in like a big gathering, and let's watch and see what happens. Let's see who's screaming what and like who's doing what. Like, I think that'd be peak entertainment, because you never know what's going to be said.
I think you know everything that's going to be said.
But you never know when or what or how it's going to happen. That girl that whistled with the double bird was great, too. That you showed. That was great.
Alucard says, I also have Tourette's myself. It's physical. I blink and twitch a lot. Alucard, I'm going to assume that is a self-diagnosis, considering you spelled Tourette's wrong. That's my assumption, that is a self-diagnosis. But maybe you're just really bad at spelling. I'm not sure. But Jay, should we talk a little bit about old Paramount Warner Bros? Of course. I fucking move a window and all of them close. You fucking cocksucking piece of shit. Here we go. Got it back. I was not talking to you.
It's okay if you did.
You would know.
I would know. I would.
Jay, we heard some stuff this morning about the big Paramount Warner Brothers Discovery merger. Paramount did a big kind of investor call letting people know what's going on. And here are some of the big highlights after Paramount stole it from Netflix. HBO Max and Paramount Plus will be combined into one service.
Mm-hmm.
They're committing to 30 films a year, 15 from Paramount, 15 from Warner Brothers Discovery, with 45-day theatrical windows. So committing to 45 days for these things before it goes to video on demand. Merged company will have approximately $79 billion in debt, which is a lot of debt. $6 billion in cost cutting, including consolidating on tech infrastructure, real estate, corporate overheads, and more. No plan to sell off or spin off any of the cable assets. We'll continue to license movies and TV shows to other studios' platforms, similar to the way, if, hey, the Harry Potter movies are going to become available on Peacock for 3 or 4 or 6 months or whatever, deals like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. So you don't have to have their streaming service to watch it during special occasions or something like that.
Right. And then AI will be a tool for artists, but never a replacement for storytellers. We'll see how true that remains to be seen. But the one big question on everybody's mind, other than what is the new streaming service going to be called? Please don't call it something like Paramount Max or something gay like that. The one thing on everybody's mind is the future for one James Gunn. And as of right now, Paramount is saying basically, hey, we just want to kind of keep everything rolling the way it is. Who knows? But there's a lot of people who do not think that James Gunn's tenure in the DC universe is going to last very long. This is one of the biggest questions we've heard. Whether it was Netflix or Paramount that bought Warner Brothers, a lot of people were asking the same question. What happens to James Gunn? What happens to the DC universe? And Jay, I think it's very funny because quite frankly, if James Gunn's DC had been considered this grand success like the media and the shills tried to pretend that it was when Superman released, if it truly was this huge grand success, not a single fucking person would be talking about this.
100%.
Not a single person would be asking these questions because, of course, James Gunn would remain there. It's a massive, huge success. Why wouldn't he? But that's what the discussion has been, and understandably, a lot of people think that he's gone. A lot of people think that James Gunn, after Man of Tomorrow comes out, that is going to be the last chance for his DC universe. And after that, with new people in charge, people that did not make this initial commitment to him, they might think about making a big change. There's some people, Jay, who are saying and theorizing that James Gunn's going to quit of his own accord because the Ellisons are too friendly with Trump. And James Gunn hates Trump, so he's going to leave. That he's going to leave and go back to Marvel. There's some people that are pushing that out there, that James Gunn is going to be the one to bow out before he actually gets fired. I don't know if it matters if it's Warner Brothers, Netflix, or Paramount. My theory has always been that it's going to be Man of Tomorrow or bust. That whatever happens with that movie, regardless of who owned, who is in charge, all of this shit, I think that will be the determining factor for James Gunn in his future. Because I don't think Supergirl is going to do anything. And I don't think if it flops, they'd fire him. I don't think if it's a massive success, that means they'd keep him. I think it's going to be Man of Tomorrow. I think that is the thing. Whether that sinks or swims, whether it disappoints or overachieves, I think that's going to be like the determining factor for how long James Gunn sticks around.
No, I agree. And if the product is not resonating with the audience, then yeah, why bother keeping him around, especially when there's new leadership stepping in? I don't think it has anything to do with Trump. I bet people would be shocked at Trump supporters inside certain areas of Hollywood. It's some of the rich and wealthy, but yeah, I don't think Trump has anything to do with it. I think it's his product. If that movie is like a massive success, then all this stuff will go away. So it'll just disappear. But it doesn't look too good because he hasn't really hit one out of the park yet in this new DC, from the television shows to, like you said, Supergirl is, hey, I don't know one talking about that at all. So
no, I mean, you got people already trying to blame, like already saying that Supergirl is going to underperform at the box office because Warner Brothers got sold to Paramount. Right?
Oh no, that's the excuse.
Paramount buying Warner Brothers right before Supergirl is about to come out is so unfair. The box office is going to suffer hardcore if the invested audience feels like there's no point to watch DCU movies anymore. Literally what happened with Blue Beetle. It's up. Yeah, that's what happened with Blue Beetle. That's the only reason that fucking failed, right? My God. Like,
yeah. I do get some of that where people are like, I'm not interested in this, but if it's a good movie, people will go see it. Well, they just will.
If Paramount, this tells you, right? This tells you the actual truth about the excitement level for these things.
Exactly.
Because so many people are talking about James Gunn being out. Like, that's the only reason this matters. Paramount buying Warner Brothers should have nothing to do with people's excitement for the future of the DC universe if this universe is healthy and people are feeling, why would they make a change? Why would anything change? But the reality is that people who don't have a dog in this fight and aren't desperately trying to fight some fucking battle, right? They understand that Superman was not some big success. They understand that Superman disappointed because they were there a couple months before where people were predicting $1 billion at the box office. And then it comes out to just over 600 million.
Yeah.
Right? People can see through a lot of this bullshit and they realize the excitement level is not there. That is why the future of James Gunn is being called into question, not because Paramount is buying Warner Brothers. It's because of the state of the DC universe. And to try to be like, well, Paramount buying it is going to make people think there's no reason to get invested, so they'll stay away. The reason people are not invested is because of James Gunn and what he's put out so far. That's the truth.
100%. 100%. It doesn't help that he comes out and talks out of both sides of his mouth all the time about it too.
Bro, there's
no streaming service. No, it's going to be in the theater for a long run. And then it went right to like all that kind of stuff, just talking out of his mouth to try to. And then like the Cope stuff that came out about it making money is like, that was wild. So,
and look, I get it because it worked for Warner Brothers. The entire David Zaslav's goal, I don't believe, was to ever turn the company around. He wanted to sell the company and make a big profit doing so, and they fucking did. And the way they did that was by putting things into motion and making people understand the potential that is behind these IPs. Announce a new Lord of the Rings movie, announce a Harry Potter series, announce a reboot of the DC universe, like all of this shit. And that made people like that did help to generate more interest and potential in what could be there. And now you have people paying $30 a share for a company that is not worth that right now, but has the potential to be worth that in the future. Right. So what do you do when Superman comes out? You're trying to sell this company. You're not going to say that one of these supposed crown jewels, well, it's actually kind of a disappointment to us. No, you're going to put all the messaging out you possibly can that this is just the biggest success we could possibly hope for. Really. A movie that came out 12 years after Man of Steel and couldn't even match it at the box office. A movie that people were projecting between $800 million and $1 billion at the box office that barely cracked $600 million. A movie that made, what, about $50 million more than Fantastic Four, which was like, Fantastic Four was acknowledged as an underperformance and a disappointment and a loser for Marvel. Yet, the budget for Superman, both the production and the marketing budgets, were bigger for Superman than they were for Fantastic Four, yet the conversation about that's different because I think Warner Brothers truly went all out in a media campaign, an effort to prop it up to help push up the price of this company that they're trying to sell. All of that makes sense. Those are all things that I would also do probably if I was responsible for this company, responsible for trying to make this company look better than it actually is. Those are all things I would do, you know?
No, I agree. But it's still, they still got to go through a big process to get this thing finalized.
Oh yeah,
like it still could not go through. Like I mean, the chances are probably slim, but like they got to go through a lot of stuff to. And if the government thinks that Trump meddled into this, you better believe if the midterms hit and this thing ain't gone through, there could be some pushback.
I think that in terms of midterms and what will have ramifications on that, I think the Paramount Warner Brothers merger is maybe the least of anyone's concerns when they're voting right now.
Anything to knock Trump off, man. That's the way I see it.
State of the world. But Madney for $2. I don't have Tourette's. I'm just regarded. Thanks, Bill. And then Alucard says, no, it's real. I'm just not that good at spelling, sadly. That's rough. You're so disabled, you can't even spell your own disability. Jay, we got a couple minutes left. Did you have a McDonald's thing you wanted to share with me?
Yes, I did actually.
Because that's what I thought you were going to start off with today.
No, I didn't know if you wanted to play this, but apparently I showed you the brand new burger that McDonald's is unveiling, right? So the CEO is being made fun of because he decided to sit down and post a video of him that just made, I was just showing the news that it made the news of him tasting the burger and letting us know how good it is. Now, this is quite the funniest thing. If you are the CEO of McDonald's, tell me that this, like, first the setup, they got the fries set up. You know, if you see the fries, it looks like they changed throughout the video. But anyway, let me just play. He's got the McDonald's Sprite. Yeah. So he's trying to make this look good. Like you want to buy this burger.
Chris K here with, you've heard about it. Here it is, the Big Arch. This is something that we have tested already in Portugal, Germany, Canada. I love this product. It is so good. I'm going to do a tasting right now, but I'm going to eat this for my lunch, just so you know. So
does this guy look like he eats at McDonald's? Anyway, here we go.
Here we go. First, holy cow. God, that is a big burger. We've got a very unique kind of sesame poppy sort of bun on it. We've got 2 quarter-pound patties, a delicious big arch sauce, and of course some lettuce. So, there's so much going on with this. First of all, let's try to get this thing. I don't even know how to attack it. Got so much to it. Oh, there's also some crispy onions
I feel like this guy's never eaten at McDonald's before, because wait till you see him take a bite of this thing.
on here.
I think he eats this all the time. I just think he's an autistic nerd. Do you know what I mean? Which I'm gonna be real. I don't think he should be filming reaction videos to him like eating things, right?
Easy. I mean, look, the fries have changed. Obviously, someone stopped the video.
And it was like, hey, that's a little too empty. That looks like normally when you go to McDonald's. Let's fill that up a little more.
Fries, let's pop them. Before the fries were like, you see how they were all flat? So like the fries have been moved. Okay, so
quarter-pound patties, a delicious big arch sauce, and of course some lettuce. So, there's so much going on with this. First of all, let's try to get this thing. I don't even know how to attack it. Got so much to it. Oh, there's also some crispy onions on here as well. I see those kind of coming out. All right, the moment of truth.
Okay, this guy did nothing but take a bite of bread.
That is
all right,
so
hold
good.
On. Wait till he
That's a big.
Yeah, he did nibble the side a little bit there. He nibbled like the corner of that burger, but that's a pretty small bite.
It's a terrible bite. If you ever eat at McDonald's, you know you got to get into the burger before you really hit all the goodness. That guy literally, look, there's like a little piece of right off the bottom, a little bit off he just got a mouthful of bread, maybe a little clump of meat.
Bite for a big arch. It's distinctively McDonald's. Only McDonald's could do this type of burger, but it also is unlike anything else on our menu. It's a delicious product. You know, you've got sort of the cheeses and the gooiness, but those crispy onions as well gives a nice texture. And of course, we've got the pickles. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of my lunch, but big arch, try it.
Dude never takes another bite. Never shows up. He took like a little nibble. Anyway, this video is going crazy viral because you're absolutely the wrong person to try to sell a burger for people. I bet he threw that burger right in the trash.
Well, the funny thing is, that is a dude I probably would want actually running the company. Do you know what I mean? But I probably don't want him on camera.
Yeah, exactly.
Fucking doing reaction food reviews because he doesn't seem like a normal human. Yes, please sit behind a desk and find like all these other random things that are going on. Be that person. Don't be filming TikToks about you pretending to be a normal human being.
I know. I mean, he must have had a bunch of people in there like to make that. Like, look how they set up the Sprite and the fries. You know, I mean, look, come on, man. Look at that guy's face when he takes a little nibble of the bread.
Well, look, bro, my face is ridiculous when I take bites. Like, you've seen me eat, Jay. I take massive bites.
I know, but your eye doesn't go cockeyed and like you're having an orgasm.
No, they do open up really wide, though. They're like, yeah, I do that.
I thought it was funny. It's going viral because people were laughing at it, but hey.
Yeah, maybe no more reaction video.
Yeah. Maybe we'll learn from that. Either that or it was like absolutely genius that thing went crazy viral. Now everybody wants to try the burger.
I'm going to try it.
I am too.
I was going to try it before I saw him doing that. Snacks, James Gunn self-soars from Paramount. Maybe. Multi-proven. Have you both seen Scary Movie 6 trailer? If so, please check it out. I have seen it. When do you guys want us to react to this shit? Sure, we'll fucking watch this gay shit. Joshua Henderson for 5. DC was already having problems before James Gunn. Gunn only made it 10 times worse when he took over. I didn't think the Snyderverse was that great, but it's annoying it being treated like it was flawless. I don't think too many people are treating like it was flawless. I think most people are saying, like, you blew all this up just to end up here. But all right, scary movie trailer. Fine. Fucking watch it. I don't know why
overtime today.
I don't know why you people want to see me react to anything.
What do you mean, you people?
The chat.
Everybody likes your reaction.
I'm not a good reactor.
Listen, if Ryan cracks a smile, that sends shockwaves to the entertainment industry and what people will value on how they will, But if you just keep it stone-faced.
Well, we'll see what happens for this one. Scary Movie 6. Oh, wait, shit. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. For some reason, I thought I heard an echo or some shit. So, okay. Scary Movie 6. Let's go. Jay, we went to see Megan a long time ago. You remember that?
Yeah. I didn't even see the second one.
Guess who's back?
Shit.
Back again.
My God, he stabbed her. Not her. My pronouns are they, them. He stabbed them.
We back.
Attention, please.
There's a serial killer on the loose.
Hello, Tuesday.
I have been preparing for this for years. Hello, Mother. You look like shit. Should we hurt? I really want to, but I'm a Republican now, so I'm supposed to be racist.
Oh, girl, I think all white people are racist anyway. Come here.
Okay. Oh.
This looks like a job for me.
Hey there. We heard tell of a Halloween party. We're here to drink, play bad music, do some half gay shit.
Why just half gay?
What the heck was in her hand? Oh, no.
Stop smiling.
Run, bitch, run!
Mom, Santa gave me a severed arm. Be sure to thank him. What the?
Cause we need a little controversy. Cause it feels so empty without me.
Somebody help! Help!
Bitch, we on break. So you handle yours. I'll be right over here eating my falafel and my pork rinds. Bitch.
Guess who's back?
Every line will be crossed.
Good. I hope they make fun of everybody in the film. That's what it's supposed to do.
I mean, to be honest, that's what the trailer makes it seem like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're just going to go after everybody.
Make
and
fun of everything. Pronouns, Republicans, Democrats, gays, straight. Make fun of everybody. That's
which is what it should be. And obviously, they've got a lot of. It's been a while since we've seen one, so they have a lot of different horror movies to parody, whether it's Terrifier, Substance, Sinners, all of that shit. So, yeah. Is Scary Movie 3 the one where they do signs?
Yeah.
That is maybe my favorite one.
That one's a great one. Because they were
that is,
making fun of 8 Mile. The guy wanted to be a rapper.
yes.
that was a great one.
So it's Scary Movie. Yes, it should just be absolutely over the top, ridiculous, making fun of everything you possibly can. So we'll see if that happens. June 12th, every line will be crossed. I did like the music. You guys happy? Was my reaction great, guys? Dan Evil Robot. Stop. I can see why he's going viral. He's never ate McDonald's in his life. I don't know. Might try that burger. Don't do any more reaction videos. I believe I believe the CEO of McDonald's has eaten probably more McDonald's than anybody, to be honest with you.
Maybe just in small portions.
Oh, exactly. He's probably like, I don't think that it's going to be like, hey, like there's no way he fucking sat down and ate that whole arch burger. He had a fucking nibble and probably had something else, but there's no, I believe he has eaten everything on the McDonald's menu multiple times in small portions.
I know we're late, but have you ever met the people that just order the regular hamburger and small fries and a drink? Like that's their meal.
That I think that's perfectly acceptable for women to do.
It's kind of crazy to see that ordered.
I like it for women who want to do that, who want to get like one cheeseburger and fries. I think that's fine.
Now you upped it to cheeseburger. I'm saying that plain hamburger in the gray wrapper or whatever it is, brown, white and brown. I'm just like, man, of all things.
Again, if you're a man and you do that, it's fucking gay.
Okay.
If you're that is a perfectly reasonable thing for a woman to do, I think. Yeah, women are the most reasonable people on the planet, as we all know. Ninroku for $1. Jay's food news tax. Now, we'll say this. I have more respect for you as a woman. Like, fine, you want to eat like a little bird, that's fine. But if a woman goes out there and gets a double cheeseburger, some chicken nuggets, and some fries, that's a keeper. Don't let that one go. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, Jay, that's about it for us. What do you got going on today?
Monday hangover tonight at 6 p.m. We're going over. Oh man, you think I would know that? Oh my gosh, a George Clooney movie with the vampires. What the freak? It's on the tip. I forgot what that's called. From Dusk Till Dawn. Holy crap! Had a small stroke.
The Sinners prequel.
Is that the Sinners prequel?
No.
From Dusk Till Dawn. 6 p.m.
There you go. I'll be live over on Vera Dark's channel for Fuck My Life at 9 p.m. tonight. So I'll see you guys there over on Vera Dark's. I think it's on her channel this week. I'm pretty sure. I get all this shit mixed up. But did I read this from Locals? Ninroku, Jay's food news tax for $1. Did I read that? Thank you, Ninroku. $1. Jay's food news tax.
Yeah.
Sometimes my mind blanks out and I don't remember things.
Yeah, I had a blank out too.
But that's it, guys. Thanks for hanging out. Jeremy's still live over on DDA Cobra, so you can go check him out now. For those of you that weren't already. So go over there and we'll talk to you later. Bye, everybody.
See you tomorrow.